Well, Jeff, the future of this program changed back on November 6, 2021, when James Madison announced its move to the Sun Belt Conference and thus the FBS. As you sit here 302 days later, you think about all the work that you put in, that your administration put in. How does it feel to be here on game number 1 of an FBS schedule?
So excited, I can barely sit in the chair. It's going to be a great fall. It really is. And I look forward to this for the fans. I look forward to it for our student athletes. A lot of work, you're right. Yeah, a lot of work in the process, but really happy for James Madison University because I really do feel like this is a wonderful move for us with this program.
You've said in the past that this is a process that James Madison has been working towards for several years. You've also said that this move was kind of precipitated because of the moves by Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC. So how fast of a process was this actually? Do you get a call one night and then you're scrambling the next day, or is this day by day, week by week?
It actually took a while for it to go through. I mean, the Texas and Oklahoma move spurred things along, but you could tell it was going to take a move, a catalyst of some sort to move programs along. And that one was one of a magnitude that impacted a lot of people. And it really opened the door for us when the Sun Belt broke into divisions and when they did what they wanted to do, because the divisional play element of this is really what makes it realistic for JMU. And the fact that we're aligned with peers like ODU and Appalachian and Marshall and Coastal and Georgia Southern, those are just perfect fits for us. And it's about alignment. That alignment is just, I think, ideal.
What surprised you most about this 10-month-ish process?
How quickly it went by. It moves so quickly. There's so much to be done. Our staff has done a remarkable job, and I want to give credit to them tonight for the work that they've done and everything that went into it. You know, your staff, Melissa's staff, Kevin's staff, everybody that had anything to do with the transition has made it very, very easy for us to be able to navigate that time-wise, not so easy work-wise. So it's a lot of work, but at the same time you realize the deadline's right in front of you, and that deadline is Saturday, so we needed to move quickly.
Now, normally this is a process that takes around 3 years. And James Madison has basically skipped a year, playing a full FBS schedule in 2022. The hope is that this program can compete for a bowl in 2023. What does that application process look like? What do you have to prove in order to get there next year?
Well, first and foremost, you have to make a formal application, which we're in the process of doing, and there's a standard procedure for that. The NCAA will come to our campus, they will visit, spend time with us, walk through what the discipline of that exercise looks like, and we'll go through that. Outside of that, there's a waiver process that you can apply for, and we'll wait until the Transformation Committee finishes their work and lays out the underlying doctrine for what the new world of sports going to look like, and then we'll go with a waiver, I'm sure. It's something that the administration and athletics has been looking at. We've talked to our commissioner, Keith Gill, about it. Could it be a reality? But it is something right now that we have to take sequentially. So we'll work through this the next several months with the actual application, get all that ironed out, and then after first of the year, we'll tackle that waiver process, which for us, we'd very much like to only make this a one-year process. When you really study and look at JMU and how far advanced we are into the FBS whole paradigm, we're miles ahead of anybody that's ever come in, but I think we're also in great shape compared to our peers. So it makes it a logical ask, I think, on our part.
You mentioned the commissioner of the Sun Belt, Keith Gill. What's that relationship been like?
Wonderful. Keith Gill and I have known each other for a long time, and I've always admired Keith as an administrator, especially with his time with the NCAA, and then when he's the athletic director at the University of Richmond. So we've spent a lot of time around one another, but I am really impressed with the job that he and his staff have done with the Sun Belt. Very professionally run. Everything they do is top notch. A lot of communication. You send him a text, he's back to you immediately. And they're very, very forward thinking, which I love that part about it because I think that offers congruency to where we are as an institution.
The athletic department through the Duke Club raised over $4 million last year, which shattered records in James Madison history. But there are needs for this university moving forward. So what is your message to the fan base, to your donors moving forward?
We need every fan we can get because, I mean, we're moving into a different circle of competition. And we've always said when we make this move, we're going to come calling and ask for the support that was promised. And we've gotten a really good response back from our alumni. I would be remiss not to thank them. They're part of why that figure ended up where it was, and also the number of donors. The number of donors are, in the high 4,000s. I want to say 4,700. Our goal is to certainly move beyond that, but you have to start and you have to move the momentum with that, and we've started doing that now. So the goal, there will be new goals. We do need the resources though. Higher education today, especially intercollegiate athletics, is supported by external sources. And ticket holders, donors, sponsorship dollars, all those things that we do will need to move significantly. But knowing the fans that sit in the stadium on Saturday and the students that are here and our constituency base outside, I feel really good about our future and what we can do.
Speaking of those fans, this is a community in the Shenandoah Valley and Harrisonburg that is used to double-digit wins, that is used to competing for championships. As you go into 2022 and beyond, what are your expectations for James Madison football in the near future?
Well, I want us to be competitive. Does that mean you have to win every game? No. Does it mean the games that you go into and feel like you can win, you want to make sure you win them? But it's tough. It's now FBS week in and week out, not just once a year. So the competition, and we're going to see it Saturday with the team that occupies this sideline, they're all very good football teams, and they've been at this for a while. This will be our first formal year as an FBS school. So I expect good competition. I know everybody that comes in here is going to give us their best. It should make for a great fan experience, and I think it's going to be good for our institution overall.
You mentioned the Middle Tennessee game, so when those guys come out of that locker room over there and when foot is put to the ball for the first time, how are you going to feel?
I'm going to be seated right up there in the corner and plan on watching almost every single play. I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't say a lot of my passion and energy over the years has really been geared toward this type of an experience because we knew it was coming 10, 12 years ago. It was imminent at some point in time. You never know how quickly it's going to come. But the excitement of that is something truly special. And I'm really looking forward to Saturday afternoon.
Well, Jeff, you're a busy man, so we appreciate all the time you can give us, and best of luck to you in this program as it continues. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.